Hello, you are welcome to today's lesson. I'm going to take you through tense forms and we are going to look at present perfect and present perfect continuous. This is a continuation of what we did last week. Last week we looked at the past perfect and past perfect continuous. We also learned how these verbs operate in sentence and in expressions. So the idea behind that lesson was that we should effectively use these verbs in our sentences or in constructing sentences. And also by means of expressing ourselves regularly with them, we get familiar with them. Okay, so for today, I'll take you through present perfect and present perfect continuous. Present perfect and present perfect continuous. So we are treating the present thing. All right, so let's look at the objective. The objective is that the student should be able to differentiate between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous. The student should be able to differentiate between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous, and also use these verbs appropriately in sentences. Use these verbs appropriately in sentences. All right, quickly let us go through what we have. So for present perfect, we say that it expresses an action that happened at an indefinite time in the past. It means that the thing happened not long ago, okay? Not long ago. So it happened at a short time ago, briefly. All right. It describes places, an action or condition from a period in the past leading up to the present. Hope that is clear. We are saying that it describes places, an action or condition from a period in the past leading up to the present. All right. So with the example we have she has written the letter. She has written the letter. And we have teachers have changed the face of the school. She has written the letter and teachers have changed the face of the school. Now, using this has and have, this is one thing we should also pay close attention to. When you introduce a singular subject or a singular noun or pronoun, you should know that it should take the auxiliary verb has. And when you introduce a plural subject, you should take the verb have. Okay, but one interesting thing too is that where you have the use of the special pronoun, the second person and the first person singular, that is pronoun, where we have I and you act like plural subject. So in sentences like where you want to use have and you want to use I, even though I meant or it means one, you are going to say that I have eaten my meal. Okay, you cannot say I has. So that is just something for us to consider properly. So where you also have you can be a singular subject, can also act as a plural subject. So it runs through. So you will also take the auxiliary verb have. All right. So in forming the present perfect, we say that when we introduce the auxiliary verb has or have, we add the past participle to it, the past participle form of the verb in the sentence to it. So in our first example where we have written there, it means that we have changed the tense of that verb because we have introduced has. So anytime you introduce has, you must know that if you are forming the sentence in the perfect tense, you go for the past participle form of the verb. Okay, so if the present tense is right, the past tense is wrote, that means we have the past participle form to be written. So we have she has written the letter. She has written the letter. Then the second one has to do with teachers have changed the face of the school. So with teachers have changed the face of the school, we have a plural subject, and so we introduce have, and we have changed, which is the same as the past tense of change. Okay, this is because change is a regular verb, so it cannot take any other form apart from the ed we can add to it. but the use of have will tell the one reading that this sentence is in the present perfect tense. Note, anytime you use has and have, you should know that you are forming your sentence in the present, okay? And you should also know that when you introduce the past participle form of the verb, then you are forming the present perfect, okay, with the verb. I hope that is clear, because you cannot say she written the letter. Yes, you can never say that. You need to introduce an auxiliary verb which will also compel you or will also lead to the use of the past participle form of the verb. All right, so has goes with the singular subject, okay, and the subject can either be a noun or pronoun that I have explained. And then when we use have goes with the plural subject, noun or pronoun. But I also say that I and you are special pronouns who act like plural subject, okay? So where you use have, where you use I, you introduce have, okay? So example, I have played on this field before. I have played on this field before, okay? All right, quickly let's go to the next thing we want to look at for today. That's the present perfect continuous. The present perfect now for the present perfect continuous, we say that it expresses an action that began in the past and has gone on for some time. It expresses an action that began in the past and has gone on for some time. It is formed by using the words has been or have been plus the ing of the verb. I hope that is clear. I'll take that again. We're saying that for the present perfect continuous, it expresses an action that began in the past and has gone on for some time. The first has gone on for some time. The use of the word in the continuous tense will tell you that it has gone on for some time, okay? And it is formed by using the word has been or have been plus the ing form of the verb. All right. So let's look at what we have here. So we have that woman has been sleeping in that building since last week. What do you make out of this sentence? That woman has been sleeping in that building since last week. Does it mean that the woman has stopped sleeping there? Because we comparing this statement to the definition we have. You said the action began in the past and has gone on for some time. Okay, so that is to mean that at the time where I am talking to you about the woman has been sleeping there. The woman is still sleeping there. All right. Then where we have for several weeks I have been living here. Yeah. So it does not mean that when I was telling you, making the statement, I have left the place. Okay, I am still living there. So for several weeks I have been living here. Yes. So I have been living here. So we have the use of have plus been plus the present participle of the verb. Now we should know how some of these verbs will change. So when you look at the verb living here, you realize that the main verb is live, L-I-V-E, but in changing we omit the e and then we use ing. We should note how some verbs change. Then we also say that when we use have plus been, this is for the first and second person singular and the third person plural. For the first and second person singular and the third person plural. Okay, so when we also have has plus been and then the present participle, we say that this is for third person singular. The third person, so when we have he, she, it, yes, that is the third person singular. So when you say she has been, you are right. She has been. Okay, so she will go with has then been. So she has been playing since morning. Okay, she has been playing since morning. It has been sleeping under the tree since morning. That is it. So those ones are the third person referring to. Maybe you are wondering what the third person singular is. So I've just told you. We have he, we have she, we have it. Okay, all right. So for our lesson today, we have looked at the present perfect and then the present perfect continuous. And we have also said that we should be able to differentiate between these two and also use them appropriately in sentences. We have also given examples to support the use of the present perfect. When to use the present perfect, the subject that can be used with this can be used, okay, when we introduce the auxiliary verbs has and have. That is very, very necessary. Then we have also talked about the present perfect continuous, and we say that it expresses action that began in the past and has gone on for some time, okay, yes, and has gone on for some time. And we introduce has been and then have been. Then we add the present participle form of that's the verb in the ing form to it to form such sentences. Okay, so student, this is where we end our lesson, and I believe that as we read we will understand. Let us listen to the audio, then we can also visit the PDF notes, copy them, read more on them, so that we can make understanding of what we have learned today. All right, thanks so much for your time. Be safe. Bye bye.